This season of the Urban Conservative Podcast is brought to you by Newton for Senate, working to improve education, reduce taxes, and keep North Carolina #1 for business. Find out more at newtonforsenate.com. This episode of the Urban Conservative has also been sponsored by Case Technology Consulting. Help your business get value out of its data and become more efficient and streamlined. Case Technology Consulting. Check out the link in the description.
Do you like NASCAR? Do you like A Tribe Called Quest? Well, you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like manwich and nachos? Well, then you love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like guns? Do you like butter? Well, you're gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Yo, what's good, son? You like pit bulls, say? You like solving Sudoku puzzles? Then you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Hey, buddy, if your car making a sound like this, you might want to get you some power steering fluid and check out the Urban Conservative Podcast.
Are you repulsed by the idea of drag queen story time at your local library, but enjoy Carol Baskin TikTok memes? Then you would enjoy the Urban Conservative. All right, ladies and gentlemen, top of the morning. You are tuned in to the best 30-minute morning show on the planet. It's the TUC Twins, baby. I had him hit it with the Biggie noise. I had him hit with the Biggie. All right, folks.
Well-
Good morning. Yeah, go ahead, go for it, bro. Jump in.
Hey, no, bro. I was just going to say top of the morning to you. I got to give a big shout out to everybody that made it to the Wake GOP convention last night. Heard y'all had a great turnout and a great convention. I don't know who won the chairmanship there, but I'll follow up. But again, thanks to Valerie Johnson for going to speak on my behalf up there in Wake. Bro, I was with the Davidson County Republican
Yo,
Women's Club
hold
last night.
on. How do you just go right into that? Like, yo, it wasn't even no transition or nothing.
Nah, son, I was in shout out mode, bro. But
Yo,
no,
you
I
just
do
went
got to give a
straight
big up.
shout-out mode.
Yeah, I do got to give a big up to the Davidson County Republican women. I really appreciate the opportunity to share with you all and be with you all last night. So yeah, man.
Well, since
top
we're
of the
in
morning.
since we're in the big up phases, I have to shout out all of the Republican auxiliary groups that are putting in that work. It is convention season everywhere, and it's petition season here in New York, and we got folks out there, wearing the leather off the bottom of their shoes to get some great people on the slate here. And again, I just want to extend a really, really big shout out, a thank you, a pat on the back, all that good stuff, Ali, to all of the women's groups, men's groups, TARs, Black Republican groups, all of the what do you call those, coalition groups, if you will, that are out there doing the work, that are actually out there doing the work. And shout out to the social media thug thumbs, the thumb thugs. Shout out to y'all
the
too.
Thumb Thuggers. Yeah, we appreciate
Shout out to the thumb thuggers.
The Thumb Thug crew. Gotta appreciate them. Yeah, man. So,
all right,
now
hold
that we're
on.
past
Before we no, you're not getting away with this one. You're not getting away with
okay.
this one.
What you got? Coffee went down the
We
wrong
were
way.
having a
I'll go with-
conversation. Yeah, we were having a conversation, right? And
Okay.
I'm gonna flash y'all back real quick. We were studying. We were in our little study phase, right? And we used to hear this a lot. People just be hating on me. They be hating, and we used to laugh at those people. We used to be like,
I did.
"Yeah, 'cause
I
you-
was.
No, hold on. Because you're
Uh-huh.
so important that people are gonna take all. They're gonna take the time out of their day to make and wreak havoc in your life. That's what people used to say. They're hating on me. They're just purposefully causing and problems for me. And I guess you've turned a new leaf on that, huh?
I have. I've turned a new leaf. I've apparently acquired a few haters. I wasn't expecting to. It wasn't part of the
Hell, they don't
plan.
have listen. Hey, listen. The funny part about the type of haters you get, right? They don't have salt shakers big enough these people. And here's the craziest part about this. Yo, don't y'all know we stand on the side of the truth? The objective, no matter how the truth makes us look, we just want to tell the truth. So when you're not that type of person and you like to manipulate narratives and you like to manipulate quotes, you like to highlight this part, but not it always backfire, bro. But
or
but
or
welcome
mis,
to the
mis
club.
or misappropriate quotes because you're too dense to realize there's two people on the on the platform.
You didn't Berting, you didn't even
It didn't register.
I wish we could say what we were talking about without. I'm sorry, y'all. It's too funny. He said this. He said that. Oh, hey, you
He did,
doorknob.
did
He
he?
didn't say it, you donut. He didn't say it, you donut. Yo, that is
Oh
super
gosh,
rich.
Ryan, you
It's
killing me. You're
absolutely
killing me,
rich.
bro. Oh man, but ladies and gentlemen, you are checking out the
We
best
got
30
news
minute
to
morning
cover. We
show
got news
on
to
the
cover.
planet. We got some morning news to cover so that you can get your day rolling off in the right direction. What's the first things first, bro? What we got?
All right, the first thing we're gonna talk about, and I have to kind of, I can't help laughing. I'm not laughing at the image. I'm stuck on this idea, right? That with all that's going on in this country, right, with all of the absolutely ridiculous policies coming out of this Biden administration, that folks in our own party have the time in their day, bro. They have the time in their day to share falsehoods, to create bad, messed up narratives, and then the things that actually matter, the things that are newsworthy, the things that need to be talked about, don't get talked about. So, this picture you see is a migrant teen who's working. Now, the problem with this is that GOP Texas Representative Michael Burgess has drafted a bill to help his fellow GOP legislators vote against President Joe Biden's shocking transfer of indebted foreign teenagers into low-wage jobs throughout the United States. Sounds an awful lot like indentured servitude from the 16, 1700s, huh? Don't
Hold on. Wait. I
I'm gonna
think you
read it
need to
again.
slow
I'll read it
down.
again.
Yeah, because wait,
I'm gonna read it
what?
again. GOP Texas Representative Michael Burgess has drafted a bill to help his fellow GOP legislators vote against, now here's the highlight, President Joe Biden's shocking transfer of indebted foreign teenagers into low-wage jobs throughout the United States. If that ain't pimping, what is that?
That's pimping
What do
since
you call
pimping since
indebted
been
foreign
pimping.
teenagers in low-wage jobs? What do you call that? What is that
Slavery.
called?
Slavery. I'm
Slavery.
sorry. Slavery. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Our
Wow.
immigration system, quote, our immigration system has become astonishingly cruel because of the open border policies of the Biden administration, Burgess told a news outlet, adding, one of the things that really spurred me to get the bill reintroduced in this Congress was the article in the New York Times about the exploitation, child labor exploitation that was going on in plain sight. Not hidden, not a way where we don't know what's going on. They in California picking Gavin Newsom's lettuce. They in California picking the grapes for to be squished by the feet of a small migrant child for the Pelosi's to have their Chateau Chardonnay Bitterquois, whatever the hell that is.
So that you can have your avocado toast. Oh my gosh. Wow.
On a you can have your avocado toast on a handmade brioche and a handmade brioche from the hand of a small Venezuelan boy. Yeah, like these are the type of things they
Wow.
request.
But
Hey,
so what it sounds like you're saying to me is that the people who were in favor of keeping slavery as a thing are now looking for ways to keep slavery as a modern thing. That's what it sounds
yo,
like.
if I had a bingo thing, it would have bingo, bing, 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 bing.
That is
Pardon me.
insane. That's
Thank
insane.
God for the cough button on these mics. I just blew my nose. Yikes. But anyway, the New York Times well-researched report shows many young workers who were trafficked into. So here's my other part with this. Why y'all keep calling them migrants? Like, yo, bro, these are illegal immigrants. They have came here against the law. If I do something against the law, I'm now known as a Ali.
Criminal.
Okay. If I'm convicted by a jury of my peers and or a judge or the legal system, I'm now
A convict.
a
Convict.
okay. So the New York Times research report, showed many young workers who were trafficked into the US factories via the UAC, which is unaccompanied alien child loophole that was created back in 2008 by Congress. Since
Hold on.
January of 2020, since
Wait, wait,
January
wait,
of
wait, 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 wait,
2021.
wait,
Now
wait,
go
wait,
ahead,
wait,
go
wait,
for
wait,
it.
wait, wait,
Go ahead,
wait, wait, wait,
interrupt
wait,
me.
wait,
Go ahead,
wait,
go
wait.
for it.
Hold on. So y'all let all of these unaccompanied minors into the country, right? You knew they were by themselves. You knew they were unaccompanied. You give them you put
We
them
knew
in a
that.
box. Let's call it what it is. Because now all of a sudden, I don't know if they're still calling them cages, because that's what they are. They're still putting them in cages. And now you're telling me they're shipping them to what they call low wage jobs, unskilled labor jobs. Yeah, it
That was
sounds like this is
and
this
I
is by
wonder
design.
what I'm curious about is does that therefore they don't have to earn minimum wage because they're
Whoa.
not in the scope. So
Whoa.
now yeah, this is a can of worms. And while unfortunately during this primary season it's a circular firing squad on certain levels, these are the things we need to be worried about because these children. These are children. These are young people we're talking about, and a lot of these people, especially from what I've read, have been brought here and trafficked here. And some of these kids have been used as diversions because they know the border patrol are gonna go run to get the kids, and then you got 20 adult gang bangers from God knows where disappearing because the workers are gonna go get the babies. They're gonna go get the kids first. They're not gonna go, like who do you get first, Ali? Do you go get the kid that looks sick and that's a by itself, or do you go chase, Hector who's got two bricks of fentanyl on him, or this baby that's malnutrition? So they playing on this, I think. You know what I'm saying? And that may be a little extreme, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're facing down there. And to put these kids to work. So listen, let me
Mm,
finish this read because this is agitating
mm,
me. Since
mm.
January 2021, Biden's deputies have allowed roughly 320,000 unaccompanied alien children, which sounds funny when you say it that way, into the United States, mixed with a huge inflow of roughly 4.2 million migrants, the New York Times reported back in February 25th. So
Wow.
Democrats are emotionally denouncing the teenagers hiring for work, factory work, but are also trying to protect and hide the teenage inflow by portraying their party as the savior of helpless children from the ruthless GOP backed businesses. It's hard to completely convey how personally I take this as someone who has made it my life's goal to make our country more than just fair for the most vulnerable, for the least among us, said Representative Hillary Shelton, a Democrat of Michigan, told Vice on March 22nd. Uh, Listen, I don't understand how these people can open the border and then be like, we have to help them. But then you got another group of people that's like, let's put them to work. They need to work. It's just crazy, bro. It's absolutely
Right.
crazy.
Absolutely,
Mind
sigh.
boggling. Mind boggling.
Mind-boggling is in the least. Ladies and gentlemen, right around the 14-minute mark, you're checking out Top of the Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the interwebs with the TUC Twins. If you haven't done so already, please jump over to the website you see on your screen, which is tuconservative.com. Get yourself a membership.
There's
Sponsor an
two of them.
episode. There are two of us, ladies and gentlemen. There are two. We're talking a little bit about this immigration thing and the Biden
Hey, hey,
administration
hey,
wanting to use
hey,
young
hey,
folk
excuse me.
to pick their grapes, let them eat bread, let them eat cake. What was it? What was that she said? Let them eat cake. Top of
Let
the
them eat
morning.
cake.
Top of the morning, Miss Marvelous. Top of the morning. I hope the Institute of Political Leadership is going well for you. Shouts out to my girl Marvelous on the check-in. Yo,
All right, yo, we
wow,
gotta go to
bro.
commercial. We gotta go to commercial.
Yeah,
We gotta go to commercial. We'll be right back in
we'll be
30
right back.
seconds or so. We'll be right back. Episode of Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. We appreciate you joining us. As always, I am Abdul Ali. I'm with my twin brother, Raheem Architect Soto. Each and every Monday night, make sure you're here for the Urban Conservative
No,
podcast.
you're not. It's you. Hold on. It's you talking, and you recorded yourself earlier to play this back so people think it's two of you.
Yeah. Oh, Fight Club. Yeah, your rule number one, we don't talk about Fight Club, all right?
No, this is not actually Raheem Ali's brother. This is Ali in a pre-recording just so he can make it so that you're right. Whatever that is. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
All right. Yo, we had something else you wanted to talk about this morning before we jump into the North Carolina Supreme Court stuff and this voter ID and redistricting thing. But what else did you have on the radar?
We wanted to know where you guys landed on this controversial piece of legislation in Florida, which would prevent educators from teaching about menstruation and other sex education topics in elementary school, advanced out of the House of Education Quality Subcommittee last week. So this bill is sponsored by Republican Florida State Representative Stan McClain and would mandate that only children from grades 6 through 12 can learn about human sexuality topics, such as reproduction and sexually transmitted diseases. Now, I want to know what you guys land on this. Is 6th to 12th grade where the human sexuality topic should kick in, Ali?
6 to 12. How old is this? Because our kids are out of school.
A sixth grader is about 11, 12.
Yeah, I think that's when you're going to start feeling a little different as a young boy. Hormones going to start changing up.
But with all this, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think around 12, 13, you should start kind of,
That's 6th, 7th grade, at least that's middle school.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, keep going.
Okay. But I just want to be clear. Nah, I'm not even going to say it. Okay. The bill is
here's what I'm saying. I think there's a difference. There's a difference in
think,
teaching human anatomy and saying this is right around 6th grade having a biology. And I think we had a biology class.
So wait, are we saying that a 5th grader shouldn't know what a penis is? Is that what we're saying? Are we saying a 5th grader or 4th grader or 3rd grader shouldn't be aware that they, in fact, have a penis? I don't know what the line is on
aware of that. I don't. Yeah,
but I'm saying. But how do you teach it?
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. All the way up until middle school, right? I need you learning how to read. I'm more concerned with the kid that knows how to read. The issue we have right now is that the majority of these kids just forget what you have on your body. That's I don't know any parent that doesn't teach their children. We did with our kids growing up, to like teach them at the house certain things. But what I'm suggesting is the primary role of the school is to teach these kids how to read. And by doing all of this other stuff, and it to me, it's a diversion away from the core principles and core purpose of a public education, which is to teach these children how to read and how to become productive. So it's a touchy subject.
Well, what about this? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this then. So what we're essentially saying is, if at what point do these kids need to start learning? Because this article says 6th grade that they can't to learn about
read what the bill is topics. Again. Read the bill. Read what the proposal is again. Let me make sure
the bill. Let me see. Is there a bill? Actual bill? An act relating to education. This is Bill HB 1069, Florida House of Representatives. Let me share this instead. Can you see the bill now? Is the bill up there?
That's it. No, yeah.
Oh, the bill. Here's the bill.
Okay. There's the bill. It's just a bill.
An act relating to education, amending 1021.
Wait a minute.
The term sex For Florida, early learning 20 amending boo boo the boot required almost 50% related to productive health to be a page 1 district board
Wait a minute. So they're redefining they don't
Oh, here
want
we
you to
go. Sex means the
the
binary division
binary
of
division of individuals based upon reproductive. What?
I love that
What?
definition. No, that's a great
Okay.
definition.
Means the binary
Binary, two,
means
there's
two
two,
division of
division of
individuals based
individuals,
upon reproductive
reproductive
function.
function. Can you have babies? Nah, you on that side. The rest of y'all over here. I love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay. Okay.
Sex
Keep
means
going.
the binary division of individuals based upon reproductive function. Excuse me, I know your name is Veronica, but Veronica, were you born with ovaries? You wasn't born with ovaries, Veronica. You are a man. I mean, is there some
Facts.
type of disease or disorder where you're born without the ovaries? Then I'm sorry you fall into that cat. You still a woman, but you just was born without the ovaries. All right, cool. And whatever that rare non-ovary having thing is, with no disrespect to those without ovaries, but if you fall in that thing, so I think
Right.
that's a great definition. I don't have a problem with that definition. Means the binary division of individuals based upon reproductive function. Over the plate. Perfect.
Such instruction may only occur in grades 6 through 12. I'm cool with that.
Where
I'm
you see
good with
that at?
that. It's right there. Hold
Okay.
on. Go back up. It said it was at the thing. It said such instruction right there may only occur in grades 6 through 12. It was right under where you were. So it's right there. Use a teacher including aids and symptoms
All
development. Yeah.
materials used to teach reproductive health or any disease, including HIV, AIDS, and symptoms, developments, and treatment as part of the courses referred in the subsection must be approved by,
Okay.
yeah, see, they
And then
took
you
the
see where it says
district school board out. Yo, these are the greatest things to look at. See how the school board was trying to manage that. And if you got a bunch of blue hairs on there, you got a bunch of rainbow skulls up there, what you think about to
right.
happen? They're going to be telling a
What you
4-year-old where to put things in their body. And that's not even how that's supposed to go.
Right. So then it goes health
Of
education instruction and acquired throughout the instruction is acquired, blah, blah, blah. Such instruction, right? Throughout instruction and acquired immunity, such instructions may only occur in grades 6 through 12. Teach that sex is determined by biology and reproductive function at birth. Bang, bow. That biological male impregnate biological females by fertilizating the male egg with male sperm. That the female then gestates the offspring. And that why is this basic biology? These reproductive roles
It's a
are
big deal
binary,
for these
stable, and
folks.
unchangeable. What? I don't understand. Duh. We have to write a
No,
law about this?
yes, because you
We
have
gotta write a
you have a
law?
you have a contention of adults who have suppressed logic and reason. They have done away with it. They have took their logic and reason, boiled it up, or crushed it up into a blunt and smoked it. They don't got no more logic and reason. They are out of it. They will tell you that because someone chooses, I choose today to not be Raheem. Today I am Rashida. And by all counts, I am a woman today. And they believe I can do that. These people actually will tell you, no, you have to respect him as a
You're
woman.
right.
He can use the woman's restroom. Yes, we need a law to tell these, I wish we could curse more, to tell these people, hey, you can't tell the babies about grown-up stuff. You can't do that.
That's where's the controversy in that?
You can't do that, sir.
I thought that was
you
common
can't
sense,
do
bro.
that.
We are in a world where that
I'm
is
trying
no
my best
longer
country
common
voice.
sense. Wow.
I'm trying to tell him in my best country voice, sir. Hey, sir, can't do that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative with the TUC Twins and Abdul Ali, Raheem Soto. We're going to be right back after this quick commercial break. We're going to talk about one more thing, and then we're going to let y'all get back. Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com. All right,
Welcome back
ladies
to
and
Top of the
gentlemen.
Morning, the best 30-minute morning show on the planet. I beat you to it. Make sure to hit the like, follow, subscribe. Also, head over to the website, tuconservative.com. Get yourself one of those beautiful Hamilton plans. You can also get a t-shirt, a mug. You know, we got a bunch of merch over there. And if you want to support us directly, keep us commercial free, commercial free, you can head over to Cash App where they're $ TU Conservative. Again, the website is tuconservative.com. Shouts out to all of our sponsors, our good brother Ari Case over at Case Technology, and the rest of our underwriters and sponsors. We got one more thing to cover coming out of North Carolina, right, bro?
Yeah, and there's been a lot to do. I posted the other day, I don't know if you saw it on Facebook. I said, I am now the guy who listens to Supreme Court hearings and enjoys it. I'm listening to
Make
the
sure to
North
check us out
Carolina
Sunday,
Supreme
Supreme
Court.
Court Sundays.
Supreme Court Sundays. But there are two things that are of major import that people need to know about, especially in relations to voter ID, which is something that the court is going to pick back up. We did some interviews in Charlotte. I went on, I don't know if you remember this, bro. I went on a radio show not long ago. And the idea is that they're telling us voter to have an ID to vote is racist, that in order to get in order for you to prove who you are to cast your vote, that idea is racist. And the lawyer, I want you to hear this, right? The lawyer's argument is that requiring an ID disenfranchises black people who can't get an ID.
Unfortunately, Ali, we're in a day and time. Well, think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Who elected Joe Biden?
Uh,
I know it
the,
hurts. I know it hurts. It hurts. Who
I
elected
was
Joe
gonna
Biden?
say the American people.
Ooh, you are really not trying to let that was a good one. Okay, let's take that was the big Russian doll, right? You know the little tchotchke doll that you take the big one out. Okay, now
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
taken that layer off. Now there's another one in there. Go ahead. Who voted for Biden? You didn't answer that one, but now let's narrow this down. 80
Mhm.
something percent of our folks are voting Democrat. If you start to see a trend where they're starting to vote Republican. Hey, we need to do away with voter ID because something's got to. I think they're panicking. I think they're panicking because it's not logical. The same. All right, if
So
you're telling me
listen to
voter
this. Listen
ID,
to
hold on,
this.
if voter ID is racist, what about ID to get an EBT card? What about that? I'm just asking.
Hold on, check this out. In the most recent hearing, attorney Paul Brockman said this law does bear more heavily on African American voters because they're more likely to lack a qualifying ID, more likely to face difficulties acquiring ID. The defendant's attorney Pete Batterson said the law does not bespeak discriminatory intent, racially discriminatory intent to enact a voter ID law that allows everyone to vote. See, here's the problem. If you didn't know this, they will take over 130 types of ID for you to be able to register to vote. What these people are doing for the folks that live in Charlotte, for the people that live in Raleigh, for the people that live in the urban areas, and for conservatives that live in these areas to be able to tell their folks, what they did is they super focused on one particular group of people, and that is African Americans that were born between, say, 1935, 1940, and about 1960 something. If they were born in rural areas and these folks are a little older now, there's a higher likelihood that they don't have a birth certificate. I actually know somebody who sat at the Woolworth lunch counter in 1960 who will tell you he doesn't have a birth certificate. So they found this one group of people who may face a challenge, a subset of a subset of a subset of a group of people, and now trying to make that seem like it applies for the whole. I know a lot of black people, bro. I know a lot of people in general, and I don't know nobody that don't got an ID. I know people down on that live in shanty towns and tent villages that sleep in places across this state. I've met people, homeless people in different counties, and I'm telling you, bro, everybody got some form of ID. It's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yep, and unfortunately, as is customary in politics, unfortunately, with all of the mudslinging and infighting and outfighting, and there's so many other things we need to be focused on. Again, I have a suspicion that if we were to properly inform our urban communities, if we were to take time to properly inform them about the policies and the positions that the people they've been supporting actually have and how they conflict with what they actually subscribe to and the benefit that they have, we wouldn't be dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? This would not be a thing. But look, we hit the 30-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. Get in the comment section. Let us know. Do you think voter ID is racist? I mean, we kind of know already, but let us know what you think. We will be back here tomorrow, top of the morning, 8 a.m. We appreciate you guys riding out with us for this 30-minute venture. The best 30-minute morning show on the planet. For my twin brother, Abdul Ali, I'm Raheem Architect Soto. This has been top of the morning for, we don't say the dates. We catch y'all later. Peace.